Okay, I'm going to teach you guys what I think infinity looks like and what infinity could look like. Now, most people think you could see infinity as like a sideways 8, as most people call it. You could tell by this because I could lap multiple times. So I could do like this and then go again. I could keep lapping on and on, which is like true, but like you could think of it in different ways. The way that I think of it is, let's say these are planets, okay? You have 4 planets to start off with, and your universe is gonna grow, okay? Hold on, I'm not a good drawer. Now, let's say your universe did grow. You could fit 1 planet in between each planet before it gets full, right? Can't fit any more or else they collide. So, you could fit this. Now imagine smaller planets, okay? So now it's gonna look something like this. Now how many planets can you fit? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You could fit 2 planets without any of them colliding. Now, let's shrink the planets even more. Now we have 4 dots, but smaller. You could even call these dwarf planets, I would say. Now how many can you fit? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You could tell that the more planets I fit, the more it looks like a circle. And that's definitely not because I have bad handwriting. Okay. You could tell a pattern easily. You could tell this pattern like here. So you could fit 1 in between each planet. I'll mark the planets that you're fitting in between the planets. The ones that I just marked with red dots, those are the ones that are the main planets. They started the universe. The other planets are right in between them. Now you could see every 1 planet. If you go to the right, there's another planet that doesn't have a red dot. Okay? So let's say, look at the very top one right here. That one has a red dot. Go to the right. That one doesn't. Same here. Over here, this one has a red dot. This one doesn't. It's a pattern. Okay? So there's 1 space, and that's what we count. So there's 1 blank one that doesn't have a red dot. There's 1. So that's 1. Now over here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So now we have the red dots are the blank spaces now. And you could see every one that doesn't have a red dot. If you go to the right, there's 2, which means that is 2. You could see that the numbers actually get higher the smaller amount that is. That's like fractions. And then you could guess what the next one would be. You could go ahead, guess it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 red dots right next to each other, which means that one's 3. And you do realize we could keep increasingly shrink the size amount. as you could see. You could shrink it however small you want. And people might say the smallest thing is an atom, but we don't know that. That's what our capacity holds. So the smallest thing we know of is an atom. We could also think of dark matter. So infinity is just a loop. Let's say I had this. Now, this is infinity. You could also tell by how you could go back and forth with it. If a person were to walk on this circle, let's say someone walked here and they went around. They wouldn't be able to escape because they'd keep going around and keep going around. Now, this is just 2D, of course. Someone could also go down here and then go around. But we are not thinking 3D here. If we're to think 3D, everything's pretty much infinite. We could also think of, believe it or not, a square. We'd start it the same, 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many dots can you fit in between? 1, 1, 1, 1. Shrink it. 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many dots can you fit? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I might be able to fit in our dot. Okay. So let's say you could shrink these to whatever size you would like. You could shrink them to the smallest size, or you could shrink it to the biggest size. So that's what I think infinite looks like. It's just a circle. You could also think of like loops. Let's say there's a train, okay? You see, I'm gonna draw another rail track. Let's say a train is on the bottom one right here. Let's say a train is here. It passes here 9:30. Okay? Now, you could see if I just move this line, put it over here, and connect it over here. That's infinite right there. Now, you could see at the top there's no train. Let's say this is at 10. This train will go here, come here at 10, take 30 minutes, come here at 9:30, and just loop around. It's just a loop. So that's what I'm thinking infinity looks like. If for those who normally look at infinity like this, you're not wrong, because if someone were to walk on this, they'd walk inside, walk out. Let me do this at a larger scale so you guys could see where I'm coming at. You could start here. Now, anything that you could do in one motion is probably infinite. Because, let's say this. Hold on. I could go on this in infinite amount of times. But this is also looking in about 3 dimensions.